It's Liverpool against Wrexham. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Donaldson. Delighted to be alongside a man who played 364 times for Liverpool and scored 66 goals, Steve McManaman. We'll hear from him in just a second. It's a mixture of youth and experience, selected by Andoni Iraola. Callum Scanlon will play further up on the left-hand side, and Josh Abe will flank Harvey Elliott with Lewis Kumas, another inexperienced player. 7 changes made by Phil Parkinson. Wrexham are flying right now in pre-season. They beat Leeds at the weekend and they beat Man United before that. The 4 keeping their place are Zach Viner, Matty James, George Thomason and Lewis O'Brien. The other 7 come in, but a change to the formation as well. It's a back 3 for Wrexham this evening, and it's a very good evening to Steve McManaman. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, mate. Looking forward to this game, looking forward to seeing a lot of the youngsters at Liverpool I know very well. I haven't worked with a lot of them, well, virtually most of them at the academy, so I'm really hoping that they impress this evening.
2 youngsters at the back, Luke Chambers along with Ifeanyi and Dukwe, the 2 centre-backs, as we get ready to kick this one off. Liverpool in the change kit that they launched yesterday. It was meant to be launched by some of the players in New York City, but they thought they were getting a flight from Chicago to New York and it was cancelled, so Ian Rush and Robbie Fowler did the duties. But Connor Bradley, who's hurt right now, and Calvin Ramsey are options. This is Sam Smith. Strong challenge. Fair, according to referee Lorenzo Hernandez. And the first opportunity for Liverpool. Good goalkeeping from Danny Ward. Flag stayed down and Wrexham were wide open, but Josh Abe, unfortunately for him, unable to find a way past Danny Ward. Challenge from Kerkez.
Yeah, this is the opportunity. Good ball by Slobbersley into Harvey Elliott, and Harvey Elliott sends Josh Abe away. It was very tight, wasn't it? But he just gets caught there. He just doesn't know what to do, and he just kicks the floor slightly instead of trying to lift it.
Callum Doyle. Good challenge by Abe, and the effort just wide. Not wasting time, Liverpool, and another. Nice touch. Here's Kumas. Options left and right for Scanlon. Right at Danny Ward. And Harvey Elliott saying, where was the pass? Here's Kumas. And the flag now goes up, but Harvey Elliott was not happy there. But if you're Scanlon in that position, Maka, what are you doing?
Yeah, you have to take a shot, particularly on his left foot like that. The shot just wasn't good enough. It was a nice height, wasn't it, for Danny Ward in the Wrexham goal. Louis Kumas does well. Yeah, he's just slightly offside. He should have held his run, really, Callum Scanlon, but he has to take the shot on.
Not a bad area. And that was a key deflection to take it.
What he's doing.
T. James to take this corner. Wrexham's first. Good header away by Soboslai. Thomason. Nice flick to find Luke O'Brien. A bad delivery. The big boys from the back were still forward, but Callum Doyle couldn't get enough on that one.
Yeah, and this was a decent enough chance, actually. Nice flick by Matty Doyle. Good ball in. And he's up at the far post. Just gets his header wrong, really. Gets a nudge off Callum Scanlon at the far post. Maybe that puts him off slightly.
It looks better from this angle, Maka, than it does from above. Let's just say that.
Yes, it certainly does. And you can see the way the ball bounces around that it's, you know, it's not perfect, but
he came out and had to be aware exactly where he was, Mamardashvili, and did well.
Yeah, simple ball over the top, wasn't it? Caught Luke Chambers on the duck way out.
Well, one back. And a good header away by Ndukwe. Here's Elliott.
They need to bring in 3, 4, 5 bodies to boost up this squad with a bit of experience. Losing Robertson, losing Kanate and losing Salah They were big names. You can't just bring in Victor Munoz and Jeremy Jacquet. You need far more than that. So I expect a lot more incomings, I really do, and I think they need it. And then I'll be able to take, you know, a better
flag. Let's see how far offside he was, and there's your answer, about a yard.
The price tag Liverpool would have to pay to Paris Saint-Germain, that's my only issue.
See if we can get a little bit more goal-mouth action here at either end. And forwards being made by Zach Viner. It's spread wide for Longman. Saved comfortably by Mamardashvili.
Up division so quickly. There's no room for sentiments, and players come and players go.
Oh, sloppy by Ndukwe. It wasn't a good ball either for Rathbone. Liverpool survive. Can they thrive? What about that for an engine from Szoboszlai with options? I think that was just inadvertent contact rather than a foul, and the referee Lorenzo Hernandez waving play on.
Just goes past Matty James, and you see the balls bouncing. He just can't get it under control, and Louis Kumas makes a good run, but pass was overhit slightly.
Ndukwe. Impressed for Austria at the Under-17 World Cup in Qatar. So they made a double signing. They got more Tala Njai as well back in January. He's on the bench today. Nothing doing for that one. Louis Kumas picks himself back up. When you're working with some of the youngsters, whether it's Josh Abe or others at Liverpool, what are you working on with them?
Well, it depends. If you're a winger, of course, your position, how to receive a ball, because in the end you always want to get to a position where you are one-on-one with the goal, one-on-one with your defender.
Doesn't come for it, Doyle. It's twice he's had a free header in there, Maka.
Yeah, it was just over Callum Scanlon really at the far post. Isolated at times, needs a bit of help up there.
Effort from Elliott. Danny Ward is able to prevent the corner. That'll do us, no stoppage time at the end of a first half where Ward was called into action inside 3 minutes. Mamardashvili was a lot more comfortable when he saved from Callum Doyle 4 minutes before half time. Keeping it alive through Luke O'Brien. This is George Thomas. Good ball in by O'Brien. And a chance inside 20 seconds for Ryan Longman at the back post.
Yeah, that was a good, really good chance, and it's typical that Tsimikas and Kieran Morrison at the far post. Tsimikas misses his clearance, goes with his wrong foot. Kieran Morrison switches off. The pair of them only just entered the field, so that you can see they're a little bit laxed, and that was a really, really good chance.
Effort from Kumas is well blocked by Dan Scar. Shoot is the cry. He does. Deflected over for a corner. Returned to the club in February after 6 years away. Battling away in there. This is Kumas. A good play initially by Szoboszlai. For Harvey Elliott. Good save, Danny Ward.
It was a nice try by Harvey Elliott. Kept his eye on it. Nice ball by Louis Kumas. This is Szoboszlai winning the ball back, but just can't get to his feet. Kumas feeds Harvey Elliott. He's jumping about the ball on that pitch. Keeps his eye on it, keeps it on target. Simple enough save for Danny Ward.
Curtis Jones. Bit of dynamism from midfield. And by Morrison for Szoboszlai. Saved by Danny Ward. Better.
Yeah,
Mr. McManaman.
Quicker, better.
You'll get them in dribs and drabs.
Yes.
You saw the
See them at the
slide.
top of the screen. Danny Ward's gone off in goal. Burton's come on. There's a lot, as you said.
Here's Rio. Szoboszlai. Left. And Morrison for Tsimikas. More going in there. Cleared away by Brunt. They can't get it far enough away. Liverpool continue to press. Dobson forward. Made by Kikachi. Well dealt with by Frimpong. Decent save. Mamardashvili.
Yeah, that was the one real hit, wasn't it? That got Mamardashvili off his toes, got his hands warm at least with that hit. Liverpool haven't put many crosses into the box, I think, just because in the first half it was Louis Koumas, in the second half it's Will Wright, so they're trying to walk the ball into the net, really.
The effort is in, deflected, and Rio is among the goals as Liverpool break the deadlock and lead Wrexham by 1-0. He doesn't care how it ends up in the back of the net. But poor Callum Burton could do nothing about that one.
Yeah, and finally we've broken the deadlock, and it was a scruffy goal, wasn't it? James McConnell wins it back into Szoboszlai, and Rio's in a better position, driving into the penalty area, and it takes just a ruthless deflection, doesn't it? Goalkeeper, as you said, absolutely no chance. Burton in goal. Big, ugly deflection over the head of the goalkeeper. Absolutely no chance.
See if they can find something at the other end, an equalising goal. The header maybe should have been from Lewis Brunt.
Yeah, you're right. It should have been in the back of the net. He gets a run on Curtis Jones. He's up early. It's a clear header. I mean, I think the Liverpool goal comes off Brunt, and that was a great chance. And they've done themselves no harm at all this evening.
That close to a second.
See the height Will Wright gets. You can see he's a natural goal scorer. He uses his elevation. The height he gets, really good run and jump. He's up.
It gave Liverpool the lead. Here's Kikachi. That's a chance for Kiefer Moore.
That was a big chance, and it's fallen to arguably the most experienced centre forward on the pitch. Yeah, there was talk about Besiktas, but it looks as if talks have broken down.
Good ball in by Morrison. Stretching was Will Wright. This is Engamoa. This is it. A look at the watch from the referee, and that'll do us. Lorenzo Hernandez blows his full-time whistle. Liverpool have beaten Wrexham by 1-0. Rio Engamoa, the shot was on target, it was heavily deflected, so it will be his goal, and Andoni Iraola gets victory again at Yankee Stadium, like he did on several occasions when he played for NYCFC in Major League Soccer. Final thoughts, Maka?
Yeah, it's a good run out, Mark. That's all it is. You can't go overboard on them. Some of the youngsters have impressed the new manager, but roll on the bigger players, get them back, and you know the season starting to progress. But